Welcome back to Recipod, your go-to source for everything silicone. Ever admired the incredible softness of fabric? It is likely due to the silicone softeners that played a role in transforming it from yarn to fabric and to the final garment. But how do you pick the right one? In today's episode, we'll explore the impact of silicone softeners throughout textile processing, from improving yarn and fabric quality to creating the perfect garment finish. We'll also cover how various finishes affect the feel and performance of fabrics. Join us as we explore how to choose the right silicone softener for your specific needs.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Ganesh Srinivasan, CEO of Silicone Chemicals Private Limited. We are a Bangalore-based company and we are specialized in textile finishes for over 3 decades now. We have 3 manufacturing branches that are world class, certified for Blue Sign, Passport, guards and various other certifications. Here we are just trying to see how we can share our knowledge and information which we have gathered over the years to all the stakeholders. I am sure that our students and industry folks should be watching this. So I'd like to share some key insights into finishing based on our own past experience. There's an initiative from Silicone Chemicals for sharing across the domain. So I have with me here 2 experts, Mr. Sudita Sengupta, and he is an expert in application of textile over 3 decades now. And also Mr. Palaniappan, he is an expert in formulations of silicones and various textile additives and ingredients for specialty finishes. He also has over 3 decades of expertise in this area. So I would like to introduce them. I think I'll ask them to introduce themselves. Sudita, can you brief yourself?
Yeah. Good morning to everybody. I'm working with this for the last 9 years. I have a background of textile chemistry, working in the textile field or maybe helping customers to develop different innovative solutions. I look more into the application part. We have an application research center here. We are working on to that. And we work as a partners with the customers, to give innovative solutions, sustainable solutions, and how we can improve their processes.
That's
Good morning. Thank you, sir, for your brief introduction. I'm Palaniappan. I have been working at Silicone Chemicals since 1997. So I did my post-graduation from NIIT Tiruchirappalli. So now at present I'm taking care of product development research for silicones and other textile auxiliaries for silicones. So we are making in current lab, we are making a fluid followed by a formulation which is most required in the textile industry.
fantastic. I think just to go ahead with further deep dive into discussions on finishing. Brazil is a specialty chemical company and we have spent a lot of time and also invested a lot of capital into building test equipment of various sorts of various applications, different substrates and so on. And also we have a very profound R&D lab with a lot of collaborations with top universities in India. So in this connection, I would like to probably ask Mr. Sudita about what are the various processes that are used in the textile industry to apply finishing solutions.
Yeah, this is one of the most important, when you are selecting a silicone, especially silicone emulsion. It's very important to understand what exact process we're looking at. Because according to this process, all the silicones and the emulsions are not same. So it is not a fit for all. So it is a very specialty thing. So if I look into the silicone emulsion application process, in general, it is a padding process, exhaust process, and the latest one, what we're looking at, which will always tell you the future, is a spray process. So why spray? Because it's a highly sustainable process. It can reduce your energy cost, and it will be highly beneficial to any customers. So in a brief, it's a padding, exhaust, and spray. Currently, this is what industry's norms are there.
what sort of fabrics are used for these kind of applications?
Yeah, see, if I look into the total textile market, if I look into like substrate like cotton, polyester, and let us go into a little bit of articles, right? We have garments. Now, silicone emulsion can be applied either at the end process like textile mill, or it could be in a garment form. So generally, when we're talking about in a garment form, it's a garment washing machine. Now, the spray technology what we're talking about, because mostly restricted into the garment form, because application is, and for other cases, it is mostly in the padding process.
So can I say garments are mostly following exhaustive spray process?
Yes.
And fabrics go through this padding
Yes.
process.
Yes.
And also sometimes what type of fabrics are exhausted?
Yeah. See, when I'm talking about fabrics, it is a very broad subject. We can talk about knits, we can talk about woven, we can talk about polyester, and even towels. Towels also, mostly towels are now applying in exhaust or in padding. So knits generally, the trend in industry is they will do dyeing, bleaching in the exhaust, and then they will do the application of the emulsions in the pad. Finish, yeah. And whereas for the towels, it could be both, because especially for towels, exhaust application, we give a value addition, because not using the beating, the pipe opening would be much better. So it's about the ways. Either it would be exhaust or it would be pad.
So coming back to the chemistry of silicones, we have resin has over 500 products, on it base, and each of these products are targeted to generate a specific finish on a specific substrate or a specific article, right? So it's a mostly customized process. Right? So I just wanted you to Palaniappan to explain probably how you choose a silicone for different substrates or different articles. How do you choose?
Yeah, well, sir, I'm being from R&D. I can explain how we how we choose a silicone for different substrate. So when you talk about substrate, there are different chemical natures of the substrate. Maybe some substrates are polyester based, some substrates are cotton based, some substrates are viscose. These are the terminologies which you come across when you go for a garment to cakes. Look, I'm like to explain what is the difference between these substrates. Polyester means it is a synthetic fiber. What is a synthetic fiber? It is like a man-made fiber which is made from the polyester monomer. And the cotton is the one which is a natural fiber which is grown in the cultivation, and it's a naturally made up of cellulose. And viscose is another type of substrate which is again a cellulose, but the regenerated cellulose. Because to give a more value addition, to give more surface, more fineness to the fiber, they use the regenerated cellulose. And therefore, more now natural fiber is a linen, which is made up of major lignin is available, which is a more harsh fiber. So the substrates are varying by the chemical nature. So when you take the silicones, we have to choose the silicone accordingly to give the particular finish to these fibers. Because why we apply silicone on these substrates to keep the performance and keep the comfortness way varying. So this when we do the substrates, to give the comfortness, the silicone structure should be different. Because when you as I said, cotton is the cellulose, the natural fiber, which is when you take a silicone, it should be more anchoring to the fiber.
So does it mean that the functional groups in the substrate react or interact with the functional groups in silicone?
Yeah, correct.
So how do you choose that?
Yeah, when you take for cotton, which has the some like more anionic, I will test little bit of technical is anionic. So the silicone when you take, it should have a cationic in nature. So it attracts from the when you apply the silicone, it should attract from the pot. So it will be more towards this cotton fiber, and all the silicone whatever you are applying is going to the substrate. It gives a more finishing. And it is a polyester. When you said, I was saying the cotton, even an example. So polyester, the other way around, it is a man-made fiber. It is not having any reactive groups. It is a non-polar in nature. So silicone, what we take, it should be more reactive in nature. So it should be more entanglement. Because of more reactiveness, it stays on the substrate for more time. So that is the difference in the polyester.
So I also hear, I also hear that there is something called block silicones.
Yeah.
What are block silicones and where it is more suitable?
Yeah, now the latest trend is a block silicone because they want to have a very unique and feel on the substrate. Because block silicone on old days they were having a conventional silicone which is made up of 100% silicone without any organic use, without any organic part. It's made up of silicone. So now the block silicone which is coming, which is having a part of organic part into that, and because of organic part, it has a unique and the ear comfort is coming more, they are getting better and with a very low cost and better finishing everything. So that is the block silicone which is more bound for your both substrate, cotton and polyester, and which is also
You're waiting to see that the block silicone have a silicone blocks and an organic block. So
yeah.
That's right, it's for the blocks.
Yeah, it also both one first one drop of silicone, the next followed by is under organic silicone is like alternative it is there. So the customers get the finishing of silicone and it's a bit rich and the finishing of organic which gives a both surface to me. So they get more comfort by the other garments.
Yeah. So getting back to the process, I can see there is a strong correlation between chemistry and application. So the process, like the chemical parameters, the process parameters are also equally important. So what are the process parameters we need to look into when you design a suitable silicone for that? And how it is so important in application of specialty finishes? What are those?
Yeah, when we're talking about the silicone application, silicone emulsion application, the process. So, we have to look into various factors, not only the point of view, as I think Mr. Palaniappan has been very clear. From the process point of view, like when we're doing it a customer in the application, what is the quality of water that is there? Because see, if I consider India, if I go to different parts of India, the water quality varies hugely. You don't know. If I go into north, where it's very dry, so the water quality will be very bad. Whereas if I go to eastern side, the water quality is much good. So we have to look into the water quality. How does water quality will impact our silicone emulsion? And at the same time, temperature. Very, very important point. Because see, what if I go into north, at some peak summer, the temperature inside will go to 50 degrees centigrade temperature. Whereas if I go into north in the winter, the temperature will be as low as 1 to 2 degrees. So a silicone emulsion should be made in such a way it can withstand those different variations, the temperature variations, the water quality variations.
And what about the machine?
Yeah, the second important point is the machine. Now when we're talking about that machine application, like we discussed about exhaust. So exhaust is a very different. If you look into maybe 10 years back machine, the MLR was very high, 1:10. Now machines have come, which is about MLR 1:5. So if you want to go into that particular zone, like a low MLR machine, the silicone should be highly shear stable. It should not be a very minimum for you to that. All these are very critical parameters, to understand before putting in the silicone emulsion into a machine.
Yeah. So when you say water quality, you mean the pH and TDS,
Yes.
various parameters. Which is more important? Is it the pH or TDS or because I always hear that the pH is something which they say about finishing you need a pH in the acidic region, right? So is it mandatory to have a pH in the acidic region?
Yeah, if we talk about little old generation silicones, in that case it was mandatory because those silicones were going into varying pH, like 7 or 8, it won't be stable. But what Mr. Palaniappan told about the block silicones, the another USP of those silicone emulsions are the wide pH variation. So it is a very robust application. So from starting from maybe pH 4 to 8, it's a very well stuck silicones. Another important point is the TDS. The TDS, because TDS is directly related to water and other contaminations. So when we're choosing a silicone, we also need to understand the water quality, TDS quality of the process.
Yeah. Moving on to the chemistry part again and this application we have discussed in depth. As you know, the silicones started the starting material of silicones is silicon metal, which is the starting material, which is made into silanes and then polymers, and then the emulsions are made. So there are different steps. And textile silicones are unique because they are made up of amino-functional polymers that actually anchors to textile substance compared to various other different types of modified silicones. These amino-modified silicones are very popular in textiles. And as you explained, the next generation of silicones that are going to be used not only are the process stable or more finish, or it gives more finish, but it also should be sustainable. And how is that silicones are made more sustainable in the future generations of silicones?
Yeah, good sir. This is a requirement, the need of the hour. What we were going to say, the need of the hour. Because now, all the industry, every industry, the production rates keep on increasing. And to increase the capacity, to increase the productivity, so the chemicals what we use some of the times, like in the 20 years back, the more harsh chemicals started introducing into the processing, which affected our groundwater and our other air pollution. There is other pollutions that have been introduced because of the industry chemical usage. So now we are in the very immediate need to look into that, making the product more sustainable, more greener in nature. So when we talk about sustainability, it is not only greener, it is to affect the natural resources. That is we call it sustainability. So now you take a lot of the silicone. So what we are trying to do, we try to use more of the natural resources. Because silicone is being we are getting from the fossil fluids. It is coming from the fossil resources. So we try to incorporate the natural resources. That is like a plant-based derivative into a silicone, so that it will be more biodegradable and it's more sustainable in nature. So what we call it the block silicone. So in the block silicone is the one route to introduce the natural resources like fatty acids or whatever is there in the very natural, to try to incorporate in the silicone polymer so that it will be more biodegradable in nature also. So that is one way. And when it comes to the silicone part, that not only silicone, there are many other additives are there in silicone emulsions. Because only silicone cannot be used into a textile. It should be added as surfactants and it should be added as many acids. So we can convert this surfactant also into a bio-base so that hold as an emulsion. It will be more biodegradable. The silicone surfactant, the surfactants what we use to make a silicone emulsion, nowadays we are using vegetable oil-based surfactants. So the surfactants, like we take a vegetable oils and we introduce the water-soluble groups. We somewhat technical which I'm talking about, and water-soluble groups so that it becomes 100% biodegradable. So if you take nowadays that as per the norms which is there, we should be adding a 70% of biodegradable biocarbon into the product to say it as a bio-based product. So now Resil is now focusing more on the sustainable products and to get to serve the industry to save over here from all these pollutions which should be there.
I think another aspect is that silicones are also used starting from fiber stage to yarn stage and sewing threads, then further to fabrics, and then in the garments. So it is actually used across the value chain of textiles, yes. And in each stage, the purpose is different. Maybe in the yarn and thread, it's more of lubrication, and in fabric, it's more of softening, and in garments, more of functional finishes. Yeah. So the question to you, Sudita, is that what are functional finishes? And can you give some examples of functional finishes, like what you done on the, you have a host of functional finishes, right? And in N9 World Technologies, we also complement the products of Resil with specialty functional finishes. Then you're the one.
Yeah, I mean, the functional finish is a very important part of our portfolio, the things, because that gives a value addition, not only to the company, but to, the end users also. See, if I talk about the functional finishes, the most important right now, what we see is your water repellent. Now, if you look into the water repellent part, maybe 10 years back, it was all fluorocarbons. Yeah, we all know how fluorocarbons affect our day-to-day life. So now the development, lot of development has happened on this part. So now slowly industry is shifting from fluorocarbons to non-fluorocarbons, where it gives excellent water repellency. So in generic term, it is called as C0. So that is fluorine-free water repellent. I would like to tell that Resident is one of the pioneers in this. We are developing a lot of water repellents, which are highly sustainable in nature, which are highly biodegradable in nature, and we have a wide gamut of developments where we can give different solutions for different subjects. Like cotton, it would be different. For polyester, it would be different. Or lens, it would be different. And these are highly sustainable. And when I'm talking about the sustainable, water repellent thing, basically it's a two-component system. One is the basic water repellent, and one is the extender, which gives a better water durability. So, indirectly, better water repellent means it is more sustainable. So, in that way, even if the extender part also, we have a highly biodegradable extenders. In addition to that, we can look into resin finishing also, which is also very sustainable finish. I think it is one of the key component of our portfolio. We have a very strong resin finish. Resin finish means it's a wash and wipe type finish. Once you do application, if you make a garment of it, you have to just put in a washing machine, take it out, drying and wait. So these are the two major things. And in addition to that, the sustainable developments, green chemistry, all those things comes in specific needs.
Yes. I think also there are specialty finishes based on thermoregulation, cooling and heating technologies, and quick dry technologies, and natural infusions like aloe vera, mint, and various functional, chemicals that are natural are infused into textiles, vitamin, etc. So that you get the benefit of these natural ingredients in textiles. I think we have covered the whole gamut of silicones and specialty finishes. We are looking forward for a very sustainable world that is more, that's a need of the hour, I would say, because we all have only one planet, which there is no planet B.
Yeah.
So we need to focus on that and make sure that we create a sustainable world through product stewardship, better product stewardship, environmental management, and various other involving various other stakeholders, the community as a whole.
Yes.
We can't ignore. At the end of the day, we need to involve all the community members and educate them about how we are moving towards a very sustainable world.
Yeah.
I think with that, thank you, both of you, for giving your insights into our engagements, for giving this opportunity to communicate when this thing happen for business. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's a wrap for today's Specipod episode. Thank you for joining us. If you love learning about silicone softeners, make sure you hit follow or subscribe to stay in the loop. We are eager to hear what you want to learn next. Send us your thoughts. You might just hear them in a future episode. Keep innovating with us. And don't forget to visit Russell.com and RussellSilicones.com for more expert advice. Catch you in the next episode.